Hello and welcome to STWebDesigner. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you a few ways to make our prototype a little more complex. There are three things that I'm going to show you how to do in today's tutorial that will make this prototype a little more complex. The first is I'm going to show you how to use the feature scroll to anchor. Then I'm going to show you how to create a slideshow. And the third and final thing I'm going to show you is how to create a pop-up window. So let's dive right in and do the scroll to anchor feature. So we need to go back into view mode. I'm going to press view. And on my design, I have this arrow here, which when you click on it, I want it to scroll back to the top of the page. And we can do that here in Marvel Prototype. So I'm going to draw and create a hotspot over it. And I'm going to press this button here, scroll to anchor. Now, I then need to select where I want that anchor to go. So when you click on it, where I want it to go on the page. I'm just going to click the top of the page. And that, when I click on it, will go to the top of the page. So when I press play, and I scroll down and I click this arrow, it takes me back to the top of that page. Now there is another feature within there called smooth scrolling. So if we click back on here, to enable smooth scrolling to the anchor point that we've just created, you click here, and I press play. That should then, when I click on that arrow up, should smooth scrolly up the page rather than a jump. Oh, it doesn't seem to have click. And then press play. So when I click this arrow, it smoothly scrolls up the page. So I'll just show you that on another page. So if I go to the activities page, we go here, and we go scroll to anchor, press smooth scroll because we want it to be a smooth scroll up the page, and we click to position where we want it to go. So when we press play, we click that arrow and it takes us back up to the top of the page. So that is the scroll to anchor feature. The next thing I want to show you how to do is create a slideshow. Now to do this, what I've done is in Photoshop I've created 3 different home pages. So each one has a different slider image. Like so. So to make this work, and this is a bit of a hack job I have to admit, but it works just as well, is we're going to highlight this arrow. So when this arrow is highlighted, I want it to go to home 2. I'm going to click close. And go on to the next screen. When we're on this page, I want this arrow to go to home 3. And click the next page. When I'm on the 3rd page, I don't want this arrow to do anything. But because it's actually there in the prototype, I'm going to make it go back to the home page. And then I'm now going to put in the left arrows, so I'm going to get it to go back round. That's going to go to number 2. This is going to go to number 1. And this is going to go to number 3. Like so. And when we press play, we will be able to show how that slideshow would work if it was actually coded. So it simply just changes the image. No other content changes. If I just minimize this so you can just sort of see. So we can scroll through and it just looks as if the picture is changing, because the only thing different between those screens is the picture. Just put that back. The third and final thing I want to show you that will make your prototype a little bit more complex is to create a pop-up window. So I'm going to go to the Book Now page, and when this button here, Book Now, is clicked, I want a pop-up window to appear that says Success, and I've already designed that, which is here. So as you can see, this isn't a page, this is just an element that I've created in Photoshop, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on top of the other page. And this is how we do it. So I drag a hotspot over Book Now, and I link it to the Book Now Success element or screen that I've just created. And then what I do is I go down to these settings here and I click Layer an Image. And this will layer that image, that other screen, on top of this one. So I'm going to have it centered on the page and the opacity at 80%. I'm going to save that layer. So when I press play and I go down on the Book Now page and I click Book Now, the pop-up window appears. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you back here next week where I review the whole series. Bye for now.